Can everybody hear me okay? Yes. Can anybody tell me that my audio is okay?
It's good.
All right. Thanks, babe. All righty. Okay. So a couple of things super quick. Let's drop our IMs. I love to start a Zoom training out like this. So drop our IMs. What are our goals this year? For me, it is we are $1 million a month team. It will be my goal forever until we are. $1 million a month team. And for those that are on my team, that means 5 200Ks. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Not good. Nice job, Nat. 12K. 12K, I think, is my favorite rank. Great job, Shannon. 12, like I said, I feel like 12K was way more impactful for me when I hit that, even above 200K and Laval Millionaire, because I still get like bubbles in my stomach. Like, so there's nothing like jumping into your Mercedes that's paid for by Laval because you shared a product you love. Thank you, Desiree. Appreciate all you guys. Okay, so a couple of housekeeping tips or things. That call was amazing. If you are on the Evo squad and didn't catch it, it's streamed live into the team page. But I love how Sheila said mouths and ears open. I think that's super important. And it's going to kind of tie in some of the things that they talked about will tie in a little bit to my training today. And I also love the idea of the loosey goosey Thrive After Fives, where they just get a bunch of girls together and have people invite non-thrivers and meet at a local Applebee's or something like that to, hang out and do things together and talk Thrive and talk opportunity and maybe give some free samples away to waitresses and stuff like that. But I will tell you, Laval, this is something new that they started doing, but if you register an event with Laval, they're now giving you these 15% off promo codes for all orders that you can share with a whole bunch of people. So our team has been lucky enough to grab some of those and drop them in the team chat. So if you're on my team and you're local, I just would love it if we would just figure out how we can have a 15% off code to use all the time if we did these. So I thought that was super cool. And if you're not familiar with Applebee's, it's just literally like a restaurant chain that serves alcoholic drinks. So you could literally do that wherever you reside in the country or the world. So for the Evo squad, opportunity Zooms are going to continue through August on Wednesdays. We are in the process of collaborating with a bunch of other leaders under Sheila with a giant team calendar. So stay tuned for that. We're just putting like the final touches on that. And there will be other leaders doing opportunity Zooms as well throughout the week for like different times. So it's the idea is that there's convenient times for everybody to plug in to something. But for the Evo squad, our July contest is ending and our August contest will start. Same contest rules apply, and I will be hosting opportunity Zoom still every Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time through August. Don't forget, we do have a new promo that dropped, the customer appreciation promo. Just super quick, how I will be using this promo is I do use Project Broadcast for my sale list. So I will be touching all the people that buy on sale or buy, like I have people that just buy when it's triples that maybe didn't take advantage of it last week. I'll be sending out messages to those people, following up to my hot leads list, like all my follow-ups of people that are like, yes, I want to, but whatever that excuse is, I'll be following up with them. I am offering some cash back. It's a personal promo, but I'm doing it because I'm going to hit the customer appreciation bonus. So I have no problem to enroll a new promoter. I have no problem to give back a little bit. So, and I'll be posting it in my stories, and I'm cooking a post for my page, with this promo. So that's how I'll be using it. I just like to give you guys some ideas. Also see the company update. I'm not sure if it went out to just 80s and 200s, but I'm assuming it went out to everybody. They are testing our new e-commerce platform with 50% off coupons for like, we want you back people. So I would be looping around to like all your, I know all customer accounts that created a customer account that did not actually order is getting a 50% off code. I think how it goes is those that receive that hadn't ordered and received the last "we want you back" email and opened it and didn't order get a coupon. Those that didn't open it also get a coupon. So something like that. But to get the details, see the company update in your back office. If it's not in your back office, then that means it went out to 80s and 200s, and I'm happy to share that information with you. So just message me. Something new we dropped for the Evo Squad, and I did share it with all of the teams that are involved in this collaboration, is our new accountability form and task list after it works well. I just did an order yesterday. Perfect, Shannon. Thanks for that update. Our new task list and accountability form. So 10 o'clock was the cutoff to fill out the Evo Squad accountability form. Our winner is on Zoom today. So I really want to make sure if you did fill that out, make sure you turn your camera on because you're going to win. Well, we have a winner anyway. And I have our new accountability form for after today's training to launch for after the training. And then after today's training, we will follow up with a guided work with me from 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 12. Okay, so today we're going to talk about 5 ways to close more sales. So drop me a comment, drop me a yes in the chat if you struggle closing sales. If you're like, Jen, I can post, I can follow up, I can do all the things, but I still can't get sales. I really struggle with the close because then I have some good tips for you today to help you with that. And as you guys are blowing up my chat, I'm going to take a sip of OE as I spill it all over myself because clearly my mouth's not big enough, y'all. Okay, I am like literally making a mess. Okay, yes. Thank you. Okay, so here are my tips for closing more sales. 1, be more authentic. If you feel like you're struggling to close the sale, people buy, and I know I say it 1,000 times and I'm going to say it 1,000 more. So if you want to hear me say it, just stay tuned. People buy from whom they know, like, and trust. And if they are knowing and liking you enough to talk to you, to message you, to want more information, you are missing that trust factor. So they're like, I'm interested, but I'm just not sure yet. You're missing that last piece. Okay. So just think about that. And I'm not saying you're not a trustworthy person. It's just, there's still missing pieces to them making that buying decision. So a couple of things I see when I scroll people's pages, when I do coaching, that kind of thing, is I want you to be really careful of filtered pictures. Now, I'm going to disclose, I am all about making your skin look better. Like I'm all about like doing that little bit of a preset or a little bit of a something to highlight your features. I'm not talking about that. But I will say, I feel like there are filters that are way too filtering that almost, and I don't know, I see it, I know it when I see it, but it's like, it almost makes your pictures look super blurry or super filtered. And I really do believe, and this is my opinion, I do believe that that plays a role in it. So make sure you're not, like I said, I'm not saying don't use filters, just be careful of the ones you use. Like for instance, I no longer post pictures with Snapchat filters or Instagram story filters because they do that. They like have that. And you know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about when you see somebody's picture and it's just like a little hazy or a little blurry. It just feels fake. And really, that person doesn't look any better with that filter on than if they just went, and took a regular picture. So if you do that, just know you're beautiful just the way you are. Again, I'm not saying I don't use filters. I do. I'm a big preset girl. I'll be super honest about that. But I will also make sure whatever I'm using is very clear and doesn't look hazy or over filtered. But again, this is an opinion. So be careful of over filtered pictures. Also be raw and real. You want to make sure you're using and again, this is just my opinion. There's going to be lots of people that disagree with this, but there is a reason I have the success I have is because I follow I coach what I find works. Make sure you're using graphics that are yours, like graphics that are your own, because people, I mean, you'll see me use company graphics in my stories and stuff like that, but I've also started putting my face on them too. But I think there's nothing worse than like seeing like my nails, for instance, my nails, y'all don't wear your nails this way. So if you take my picture, and I'm all about use my words till you find your own, okay? But if you take my picture with my capsules using my nails, your audience knows that's not your hand. Like they know that's not your nails. So make sure you're making your own stuff and using your own pictures. And again, if it's just a story post that somebody else made that's really good, I'm not against that. But for the most part, let's be more authentic. Use graphics that you made that have your face on them, because again, people buy from whom they know, like, and trust. You hear me coach it all the time. Your audience wants to see your face. So you notice that the more you post your face, the more engagement you get. So just keep that in mind. And I've been doing a little bit of an experiment over on Instagram where you see it on my page too. I'll use that blue background with just like inspirational quote or like a funny mom quote or something like that. And the girl that taught us about Facebook at Cabo said they like those colored backgrounds hold a lot of weight in the algorithm. That has not been the case for my audience, because those posts like crash and burn over on Instagram and on Facebook. So I also want you to understand what my point was in that is gauge your audience too. What posts do you find your audience wants to see? My audience likes to see my face. My audience likes to see me with my kids. My audience doesn't want to see my hand holding a sticker. My audience doesn't want to see my hand on my Mercedes steering wheel. So play with that a little bit and figure out what your humans want to see from you. So number 2, provide more value. Post correctly. You have to be posting. And again, I say it 1,000 times. I'm going to say it 1,000 more. You have to post correctly. You have to post enough about your product or your opportunity to be relevant, because people watch for that. But you also don't want to be a Spamla Anderson. You want to make sure that you are giving them enough so that they can know, like, and trust you, sharing your life enough along with sharing the products you love. And then when also about posting correctly, when you're posting about your product, talk more about what the product does for you and less about ingredients and the product itself. So talk about how you were a tired, exhausted, and worn out busy mama. Talk about how you were in corporate America and burning the candle at both ends. Talk about how you couldn't get off the couch because your body hurt so much from inflammation before you're on this product. Like, talk about those things more so than take Thrive. So providing value, people will buy what the product does before they buy the product itself. A couple other ways to provide value to your audience is teach them something that you learned, and share more about who you are. Again, people buy from whom they know, like, and trust. Share who Melanie is, who Sylvie Sue is, what about your life and things like that. So definitely providing more value to your audience. And that can go a lot of ways. Did you read something you found interesting or inspiring? Did you see something that inspires you? Share that kind of stuff. Okay. Number 3, I gotta watch the time here. I don't even know where a clock is. Here we go. All right. Number 3, live video. And I know you hear me coach it a lot. I know a lot of it makes you want to throw up, but live video is so important, both on your feed and in your story. My story views, because I've played with this as well, my story views go through the roof, like go from like several hundred views to a couple of thousand views when I talk on my stories, when I actually like make my unicorn mom juice, tell people about my day. And trust me when I tell you, sometimes it's like, my day was pretty boring. I worked and I did the mom thing. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I can't believe these people want to hear this stuff, but they do. They do. So, and that proves it when like I said, my story views will go from, a couple 100,000 or a couple hundred, several hundred views to a couple of thousand views. Like it's crazy. It'll go from like 700 views to like 3,000 views on my story when I actually do that talking on my story. So provide or live video. Also live on your news feed is also very good. Now I do know live views have gone down for me over Facebook. I'm sorry, Selena, I didn't catch what you said. They go from 15 to 3 to 30. Yeah, so hers doubles as well. So that should show you that we're onto something here. Live on your feed. Now, I will tell you, Facebook Live, when I go live, I really do try to go live on all 3 platforms as long as I have my setup. I will choose Instagram because my Instagram live videos, my Instagram is just popping compared to the other platforms. So if I have to pick one to focus on, it's going to be that one. But I still try to go live on Facebook and TikTok as well. Now I want you to think about this. I understand live video for me anyway, is lower. It has been down on Facebook. And I notice a lot of you, if you're in my feed, I see that as well. And if I see it, I do try to comment on it and kind of pop it up for you. But here's the thing, you're still talking to more people than you would have had you not done it. So for me to go from, 3,000 views on Instagram to like 300 views on Facebook, I could get all down about myself and be like, well, I'm just not going to do this because it's just not worth my whatever. That's just a terrible mindset to fall into. And trust me, I find myself there too. But what I have to remind myself is, had I not gone live on Facebook, that would have been 300 people less I would have talked to today. So you just got to think about the amount of people you can talk to via live video, and people see your personality. A lot of you have never even met in person, but you probably feel like you know me because I do that, because I am live a lot and I show my personality, and I'm quirky and I'm klutzy, and I put my eyeliner on wrong and I'm like, oh crap, now I gotta fix it. You know what I mean? So, but it's all a part of the people buy from whom they know, like, and trust. And live video is the fastest way for people to feel like they're getting to know you. It's a relationship builder. Plus, with you being able to comment on, reply to comments and chat with people while you're doing stuff, it's just, sometimes I feel like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but it works. And just when I feel like I don't know why I'm doing this, I get somebody in my inbox going, oh, I caught your live. Literally just the other day, I meant to post it into the team chat and I keep forgetting about it. I don't even know how this is possible, but this goes to show you, for as consistent as I am about live, consistent as I am about posting. I'm sure everybody on here, if you follow me on social media, you will agree that I'm consistent about posting about my products and going live, blah, 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 whatever. I literally had a lady message me on Instagram. She's like, I've been following you for like 6 years and I never knew you sold Thrive. Are you kidding me with this? But she caught my live. Yeah, she's like, I just caught you live one day. I love watching you do your makeup, but clearly I wasn't paying attention every other time. So people, like, if you feel like you're talking about it so much, going, I don't know why I'm still doing this, it's because of people like her. And she bought because she's been following me forever. She's like, I love you. I love your personality, So live video, there's my point. Follow up. Another one I coach about constantly, but I want to just say one thing, and I feel like it should be a gut punch to all of you, is if you are not following up, you are literally just laying the groundwork for someone else to get that sale. I'm gonna let you sit with that for just a minute. Think about it. If you are not following up, you are literally just laying the groundwork for someone else to make that sale. Because I 100% believe in the next 5 years that the Thrive is going to be the iPhone of supplementation. I've been saying this for like 3 years now, so it's coming, guys. And I 100% believe the next person that's going to either take you to 200K or help you, or your next 200K is in your audience. You just have to go find them. And I'm going to resort back to my story. I mean, if you've heard my story, you know, I saw someone with a sticker on Facebook. She never reached out to me. She never said, hey, have you ever thought about trying Thrive? She never even like followed up with me in a conversation we were having, because we were talking about horses at one point. If she would have just had a conversation with me, I would have been like, hey, what's that stupid sticker I see? Because I was so ignorant about it at the time. But I'm serious. It was like her big epic fail with follow-up is she could have had our team under her, and she never did. So that caused me to go to the Facebook page. So when someone wants info, can't read my writing. Yeah, so if they ask for info and don't join or don't buy, it's just that they still feel like they have the same problem that they approached you with. So if somebody's coming to you because they need energy and they see that you sell Thrive and you have an energy product, if they come to you because they have that problem, if they want info and don't buy, it's because they don't necessarily trust that you can solve that problem for them. So then what they need is just more information. And that's where your follow-up is going to get you, is just give them more information, more information, more information. And then the last thing before we go into our giveaway, I need y'all to turn your cameras on, because I'm not going to give it away if your camera's not on, if you're the winner. So turn your camera on. I love you, but turn your camera on. Okay, number 5, you have to ask for the sale. This is where I see so many people drop the ball right here, is they get so far and then they don't know what to do. Like, and it's not your fault. A lot of you come into Thrive not understanding sales, and you just come in because you love a product and you're like, more people need to hear about this, which is exactly how I came into it. You have to ask for the sale. So a good keyboard shortcut is, can I help you get started today? Would you like to get started today? You know, that's easy. They can still say no, but it in my opinion, it kind of cuts like the yuck out of it, but also like gets the point across, because then they, like I said, they can still say no. And then when I say that and they don't respond, I loop around in a few days. I'm like big on the loop back message, where I'm like, I don't want to assume, but did you see my last message? Did you see my last text? Because I don't want to assume. And a lot of times they're like, no, or I did, or life got busy or whatever. Or they say, I'm not interested yet. And then I just didn't provide enough information or give them enough trust in me that I could solve their problem. So, but you got to first ask for that sale, because a lot of people are like, yeah, please. Like I would say 80% of my orders I get because I say, can I help you get started today? They literally will. I will get them all the way to, they're like, okay, how much is it? Because that's a normal question. I have a script in my phone that tells them how much it is. I always have promo codes, because right now you can buy the promoter boxes and have promo codes. So I always have a $20 off code for them, so I don't have to use my credits. And I tell them, like, it's normally $160. Today I can give you $20 off. Can I help you get started today? They can still say no, or I can loop back around. So definitely ask for the sale. Another script I use a lot is, would you like to give it a whirl for a month? So that's another one. Yes, all of our follow-up scripts are in boards too, if you use the boards app. Okay, so I still need someone to turn their screen on. But I want to go over, see, how can I want to give you what this person wrote that won. Let me see if I can you guys still see me? Because I can't see you anymore, but can somebody still see me? Can somebody say that, yes, we're good? You can at least hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you and see.
All right, perfect. Okay, so I loved reading these accountability forms. I love you guys. Like, this was so rewarding for me, even though it was a ton of work to like produce all of this. It was, oh my gosh, I loved it. So I'll continue to do it. But so some of the questions on the accountability form, and I'm gonna give you her answers. I was just like, oh yes, you got it. So I had asked what topics you want trained on in the future, and she says, audience, I have a decent following, but everyone has one excuse or another and can't seem to be able to push past it. Plus I don't understand them because if I want something, I'll find a way, but my followers are definitely not of the same mindset. I love that she recognized that it was a mindset thing. She was not on the training live, but she watched it as soon as the recording dropped, which I also love. I asked, did you have to kick your own butt? And she goes, yes, it's a tough year for personal reasons. But she's ready to get TF back on track. What did you learn? That she needs to change her audience and brand differently and get out of her own way. She says she also needs to stop being stubborn and just ask for the damn help. Yes, you do, girlfriend. We need a one-on-one. The next question was, how are you going to be sales responsible moving forward? She needs to get better at being consistent on social media and get back in Instagram and open up more access. What is your BAM list? Go live, post more, and get into people's DMs. And then what are you doing differently as a result of this training? And this is probably my favorite question, is show up differently, pushing past all the BS, stay on task, and not get discouraged. So that was like, to me, that was like an absolute 100% win, that all of that happened. And she got all of that from the Sylvie Sue. All right, I'll let you off the hook. That was Sylvie Sue Smith. And she wins $50 in Thrive credits and an Evo Squad swag bag of goodies for her. So Sylvie Sue, if you just PM me your address, and when I get home next week, I'll ship that out to you. But it was an amazing, and we also need a one-on-one. So because I want to help you smash those goals. And all right, guys, so super quick, the next accountability form will be up in the team chat. I will share it with your leaders if you're on a different team, and in our team page for the next week. And I hope you guys, let me turn this off. Why can't where's my recording? Oh, there we go. I moved the button.